What's up, y'all? My name is Nyah, and I'm here with
your girl, Jaden.
And today we're finally recording the What Now podcast. We're so glad you guys could join us and are tuning in. We've heard so much excitement from you guys about this podcast. Jaden's going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to get into.
Yeah, we want to say thank y'all so much for bearing with us. We know we're a month late, but life is lifing, and that's what this podcast is about. Nyah and I were Kentucky
Wildcats. Wildcats, baby.
That's
we were
crazy.
Kentucky Wildcats.
That feels so long ago.
That does feel like so long ago. But yeah, we met at Kentucky. We really weren't like best friends then, but I transferred to Georgia. I know that sounds bad. Didn't care about her.
I actually had only talked to her one time in my life.
But yeah, we both found our way back to Georgia after graduation. Well, undergrad graduation.
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
Right. And that's where we're at now. Okay, so yeah, the point of this podcast, we're in our 20s. We're both done with collegiate sports, and we're just kind of figuring out what's next in our lives. So both of us have careers that we're chasing in the sports industry, and we've just been talking to people who are also done with athletics and trying to figure out what the next steps are. And then beyond that, just like the social aspect of having so much free time and trying to figure out how we're going to fill that space. Yeah, we're like talking about a little bit of everything on this podcast.
Yeah, nothing's off limits. I think me and Nyah found ourselves ending our career, like coming to a close, and we were like, dang, what's next after this game ends? Like, there's no crowd here waiting for us, cheering us on. Like, they're like, go, figure it out, be on your own. Like, the lights are shut off, and we're just asking ourselves, like, what now? Like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And so there's no correct answer.
No, that's true. There's no definitive path, and I mean, we're kind of embracing that, but at the same time, everybody has questions about what's next. So we were like, yeah, let's just create a space where we can talk about it. Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll get into it.
Okay, so talk about your athletic background, why you retired, and maybe like how you came with the decision to step away from softball.
Step away. Whew, that's a weighted question right there. So I'm going to introduce myself for y'all who don't know me. My name is Jaden. I went to Rutgers University, got my undergrad, played softball there, transferred to Kentucky, finished my career, got my master's. Then left there, went and played professionally in Texas for 2.5 months. Left from there, went to Europe, played professionally for 3 months. Came back from Europe, decided, hey, I'm going to move to Atlanta. I thought that was it for me. I was going to start going to law school at Georgia State. Then I got the opportunity to go to Puerto Rico and play. So I went to Puerto Rico, played for 2 more months. Came back to the States, and it was time to play again. Ended up playing for a team out of Orlando. Shout out the Orlando Monarchs. I love my girls. And then I came back here, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to continue playing, but I know that I do want to stay within sports within my career.
Yeah.
So right now I'm in that rough patch of trying to break into the sports industry, because when you're always the one on the field, things are always built around you. Mm-hmm. But now nobody could care less.
That's so real. I remember one of my coaches said that we were like huddling after practice one time, and they were just saying like, embrace this time as a student athlete, because this is the last time that like every single detail and decision is made around you guys and what you guys want to do. Gosh. And it's like you don't really understand that until like you're done. It's just like, dang, like why is there no buffet of food waiting for me?
I'm like,
why is the bus not here to pick me up and take me to my next destination?
I'm sitting here like, dang, we used to eat Chipotle. I got tired of Chipotle. Now I'm like, can I get a free Chipotle bowl, please?
No, that's real. I feel like mine is very different from yours in terms of like how I stepped away.
Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is very different.
So again, went to Kentucky, played basketball for 4 years, loved it there. I ended up like tearing my ACL while I was playing at Kentucky. Transferred to Georgia, rehabbed, got cleared like halfway through the season. And then after the season was over, me and my coach just like a mutual decision of, yeah, like maybe it's time to step away. If you have to warm up your knee to do the warm up, maybe it's time to just
you got to be there 2 hours before.
No, literally. But I mean, it was something I was thinking about during the season, but I didn't go through senior night because I still wasn't sure. But then after my meeting, I was like, yeah, like that's what God has destined for me, and that was fine. And so I'm still getting my master's at Georgia, and I'm a little bit, I guess, not luckier because you're still like learning while being out of school, but I have like the buffer of trying to figure out. Yeah, I have the cushion of like, okay, figure out what's next, but still be a little bit supported. And so, yeah, I'm just finishing my master's degree. I want to be a sports broadcaster or sports journalist in any shape, way, or form. Did you tell them what you want to do?
No, I didn't. So I was going to get into that after.
Okay.
But keep going.
Yeah. Anyways, but again, decided to retire just because of like injury. And I just thought it would be more beneficial for me to focus on journalism and actually taking positions and roles that give you the experience that I'll need for my career. But I've loved the time I've had off and just figuring myself out. And so
let me actually dive into that. Figuring yourself out. Can you go ahead and tell me like what your biggest thing was to finding your identity outside of the court?
yeah, there's just so much more free time. Like obviously in athletics we have 20-hour weeks, sometimes more, honestly, with like extracurricular
Be feeling
things.
like 40.
Yeah, I'd be feeling like I didn't know a day could feel so long until I became an athlete. But no, I mean, just figuring out like my personality outside of athletics. So I've been playing basketball since I was 5. I played volleyball all of middle school and high school. And so when I'm finally done with both, I'm like, okay, who is Nyah? Like, what do you like to do outside of sports? And obviously I have journalism, but outside of that, I also wanted to know, like, you know, how do I like to work out when somebody's not, you know, forcing me to work out? And so I've taken like cycling classes and I've done Pilates. I don't get the hype about it. I haven't done it in a while.
I love Pilates. I think
I'm
that
not a
is
Pilates
the
princess.
best shape I've ever been in my life. Like, we'll die behind it.
Nah, not for me. That I can't. But I love cycling. That's my that's my jam.
No.
I feel like for 2 months after I finished playing basketball, I was working out heavy, like still in the weight room, running on that treadmill, lifting 40-pound weights. I'm feeling good. And then now I'm in my like 2-month slump of, actually, I haven't touched the gym in forever. But I guess another aspect of like filling the free time is we have so much more free time to do fun things. So we had our phase of like going out, partying hard.
I don't
like,
party.
Extreme.
I don't party. I don't go out.
Anymore.
She must have been doing that
anymore. Jaden, that was Jaden and Nyah 2.5.
Whoa.
We're at like 3.5 now.
Yeah, we're trying to be on our grown woman stuff. You know what I'm talking about? We're trying to make it out here. Literally. If anyone's hiring, let us know.
No, for real.
This job industry is crazy. But I'm going to piggyback off of what you said. Something for me, like finding my identity, I had no idea. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't. People ask me like, oh, what do you like to eat? I'm like, rice, meat, and vegetables. Oh, nah. Like, I'm always looking at like the tray. Like, remember the picture they used to give us in nutrition? I'm literally like, how can I feel this? Like, how am I doing this? And I was like, wait, because I'm a small girl. And I'm really small. I'm really short to be like a D1 pitcher as well. So like I always have to make up in other ways. Okay. So like protein shakes with every meal, like creatine, like any type of weight filler, weight supplement, like I'm always trying to do. So when I was done with the game, I was like, dang, I don't have to eat like a grown man. Like I don't. So that was something that was different. I could not tell you what I like to do for fun. Like literally it was like I work out, but I'm like, do I do that for fun? Do I actually like working out, or is it just the fact that that's what I'm supposed to be doing? So I mean, right now I could tell y'all I'm about to start doing pasta making classes, pottery classes. Yeah, me and my dad.
We did not talk about this.
Well, we ain't talked in a minute.
Yeah, that's
busy.
real.
Yeah, so I'm about to start doing that. I do like the gym. I love Pilates. I will do whatever. I told myself going into this part of my life, I'm saying yes to everything.
Okay.
I say no to nothing unless it's past 8 o'clock, because then I got to be in bed.
Grandma.
I'm still grandma.
That's giving grandma.
So adjusting to new routines, goals, and expectations. What are some things that you set for yourself? Because we always have goals inside our sport, but how do you set those goals knowing that there's not necessarily an opponent you're going against face to face?
I feel like I've had to like build a sense of inner motivation. I guess the proper term, intrinsic motivation. But like when it comes to my goals with sports media, after basketball season was over last season, I literally flew to New York and did like media training. Oh yeah. And it's just like that's something I'm forcing myself to do because I know where I want to get, and it's like nobody's gonna do it for you. Like it's not just gonna magically happen. So then I just have to think, if I want to be where I want to be in 10 years, 20 years, like I just have to take those steps now. And I think being shameless, I feel like something I struggled with playing basketball was like, oh my gosh, like how do people identify me, like if I make a mistake or if I do something wrong? And I've just had to learn, like when it comes to me meeting my goals, babe, you have to have no shame. There has to be no like a bone that can feel embarrassment in your body. Like you just have to do it, and you're gonna mess up, which I've learned, but I like learned through messing up, and I'm kind of embracing that. It's challenging because I'm a perfectionist, like bad. I think both of us are. I think a lot of athletes are.
It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I'm a Virgo, so it don't help.
Oh, you one of those.
I'm one of them. Wait, what's one of them?
Like one of the people. Yes, I did do that. What did I do? You're one of those people that's like, when it comes to zodiac signs, you really believe that that's you. Maybe
No, I believe in God.
Okay, maybe I don't like when people are like that because I'm a Gemini. So then when people are like, oh, you're a Gemini, like you're this, that, and the
But
third.
I really
like,
do think that it plays a role into your personality. And I'm not one of the people that's like, oh my gosh, you're a Scorpio. I can't
Stay
be
away.
around you. I done heard about
Back up,
y'all.
brother, back
I
up.
mean, I have definitely had experience with them where it's just like, I get it. I understand why y'all got that reputation.
For Geminis?
Yeah. But I'm not
Oh.
going to lie. Everybody in my life is a Gemini. Like,
Okay.
You're a Gemini. Janice, so my favorite cousin, my closest cousin's name is Janice. She's a Gemini. My daddy a Gemini. So I'm surrounded by
wow.
Geminis.
I didn't
Whether
know
I
that.
like y'all or not, y'all just keep coming.
Period.
One
It's
of my
good for you.
really close friends in college at Rutgers, she was a Gemini. Like, yeah.
Oh.
I
did not know that.
I couldn't escape. Y'all must love me. That's all that is.
You need us.
Make
You
the
need us
world
in your
go round.
life for some entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing me and Jaden always do together when it comes to our careers. So you still didn't tell them what you want to do.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm off topic. So my entrance into the sports industry is way different than Nyah. That's why we also think this would be a good take, because she wants to be on air. I want to be behind the scenes. I'm looking to be a sports agent. That is what I'm currently studying for. My exams in July. I want to do NFL and then transition over to women's sports. I think being just a female athlete, I want to continue to build that foundation and platform. Mm-hmm. That was honestly what I love. That's honestly the competition there. And I just have so many friends who are still continuing to the professional level where I'm like, I've seen them be taken advantage of. I've seen them not have an agent who actually cares about them, cares about their family. They're just like, oh, you're a dollar sign. Oh, you got injured. Sorry.
I can have
now I'm
something
not
from
gonna help
your
you.
success.
Right.
Yeah.
You just got cut. Now you like I don't.
Now
even,
you're nothing.
You're nothing to me. So I'm like, I want to kind of be that person where it's like, no, I actually do care.
Okay.
Like at the end of the day, like I get you got to make your money. Everything is like a living, but if you don't really care about something, you're not gonna like what you actually do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
That's true.
So my breaking into the sports industry road has been different from hers, but that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay, so what I was gonna say before she explained what she does, we have two different things we want to do, obviously, but we'll always go to networking events in Atlanta, and that's another reason why I'm so glad we're here. I'm in Athens. I always say I'm in Atlanta, like I'm not so ATL. I'm so ATH in Athens, but I feel like I'm so ATL because I'm always here. But we always go to these networking events, and sometimes they're just women in sports related, or women in sports media, or just like African American people in sports. And so we always tag team and go together, and I mean, just talk about the experiences we've had.
I'm gonna say like this is probably like a really funny story, but it was a very necessity. It was a much necessity. My first networking event, Nyah was like, hey, we need to go, blah, 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 blah. I have like a literal fear of being late to events. I have a fear of being late in general. Like if it's 2 minutes, I will just go home. I'll miss the event altogether. Like I'm not going, not doing it. Nyah comes to my house 30 minutes late. I'm like, I can't. It's no point of us going. We don't need to go. Let's just stay here.
To be fair, I was in traffic, right? I was in traffic.
Shoot.
I'm never OD late like that.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. We pull up to the event. I'm having a full-blown panic attack. I'm in tears. I'm like, mingle session is over. They're on to the panel. Like, how are we going to walk in? I walked up to the door. People got name badges. I'm like, how are we supposed to get those? I'm freaking out. Like, I'm actually not kidding. I'm in tears. Nyah's laughing at me because she's like, I didn't know you were really like, I'm like, you thought I was playing.
I thought
like,
she was joking. I really did. Like,
no, I was having a full-blown panic attack. Like, I know
it now.
It was the end of the world for me. So then I'm like, you know what? This is childish, Jaden. You got to grow up. Like, you got to act your age. So we go in, we sit down, and I realize we are at a creative graphic design for the sports industry. I've never even worked Adobe in my life. Like, I have no business being here, nothing. I don't know. That might portray more to you than to me. Not a single person cared about what I wanted to do. Anybody I met there, they were like, that's great. You should really, like, start looking on LinkedIn. And I'm like,
I've been doing that for the past 6 months.
this is not working for me.
Thanks for giving me the same advice I already know.
Yes, but I was definitely wing woman for her because she made some great connections.
Yeah. Well, you did too. Don't sit there and act like you didn't make no connections.
I actually met my friend Leona. Shout out Leona. She is my homegirl here in ATL, putting me on.
That's not even what I was talking about. You literally went to a Falcons game.
Oh my gosh, I met Riley.
Yes, off of that
Okay,
event.
actually, guys, I take that back.
Like,
that was a great event for me.
Don't do me like
Riley
that. I took you to a good event.
You did. You did good, friend. Riley actually was not there for her niche of a market either.
Yeah.
She's more so what I'm doing. But yeah, it was great. It was definitely a great group of people, great personalities. It made me really see that sports is what I want to dive into. You know, everybody was passionate about what they do. Everybody's journey was different. Nobody shined away from talking to us. But yeah, it was really, actually now I'm thinking about it. Once I got over my fear, it was great. Ever since then, I'm like going to every networking event there is.
That's really all it is. You just have to put yourself out there. I will say, like, I'm very dead set on wanting to do sports media, but going to those events and seeing just how many like options and I guess roles there are behind sports that you don't think about. That's another reason why I like going to those events with her, because it's like I'm seeing something else like producing that I never thought I want to get into, but now I'm talking to somebody who does that and like they have some really cool opportunities off of it. And it's like, I don't know, just go to the event. I feel like if you're just sitting at home feeling bad for yourself or just scrolling through LinkedIn, like going through LinkedIn is great, but actually going out and making connections and like meeting people,
it don't work.
It helps. Yeah, LinkedIn is, I wouldn't say it.
Bro,
LinkedIn, everybody is using LinkedIn and it's very generic. That's how I feel about
I haven't updated my LinkedIn since I had to do it for a class assignment.
Oh my God.
I mean, I also may not be the right person to talk to about job advice at the moment. But what I will say is it's not what you know, it's who you know. So who you meet, really like develop and cherish those relationships, because at the end of the day, you don't know who knows who and who knows that person. Yeah. And they could be like, y'all could bond over the silliest thing, like, oh, we have the same dog, and then y'all get to talking, and her husband's the CEO of Rock Nation.
That's really how Atlanta is, like, no joke.
You really don't know. Let's talk about, why did you choose this path? I kind of already got into why I chose the path, so go ahead and tell us why you did.
I chose sports media. Okay. I'm not shy. Like, I love to talk. I'm a yapper, and I've known that since. I feel like, bye. I'm not even going to address it. I feel like I've known that since a young age, and I've also known I wanted to be in front of the TV. Like, I remember one of my first sentences when you can start writing full sentences in elementary school was literally, when I grow up, I want to be the weather woman, but I spelled woman like WAMAN. So I've always known I wanted to be in front of the camera.
That's why you're in front of the camera. That's why you're in front of the camera.
And so I've always known I wanted to be in front of the camera. But once I realized you can be in front of the camera talking about sports, which I love, I was like, no brainer, I'm doing that. Didn't realize like how much writing and stuff goes into journalism until I started, pursuing my degree when I got to Kentucky. But I fell in love with it. I feel like my professors would always try to like keep me away from talking about sports for every single assignment. But that's just what I was passionate about. And I'm kind of glad that I kept doing that, because a lot of my articles and videos and things that I've worked on in undergrad and grad school have kind of gotten me the opportunities that I've been able to be blessed with now. But yeah, just passionate about sports and being on camera and just being a voice for athletes, because I mean, a bunch of y'all are athletes, so I'm sure you have teammates who, like, when your SID comes to grab you and it's time to talk to a reporter, you're like, no, like, I'm running to the locker room. I don't want to talk to them.
Explain what SID is for people.
Sports information director. So the person who basically media trains you or takes you to media, or kind of is like the liaison for anything media related between your sport, your program, your school, and the athletes and the coaches.
Okay, solid.
Okay, period.
That was good. She
right
rehearsed that, y'all, because it was not that the other day. I'll tell you that.
That was a good sentence right
there.
So
what are some goals, dreams, hopes, fears? Like, what is it for you?
Okay, when it comes to goals, my biggest goal, and this is like very far-fetched, I will achieve it one day though, I want to host a sports show, and not just a regular sports show, one dedicated just to women's athletes, because I feel like growing up you see a bunch of shows that are talking about like NFL games the night before, NBA games, and now they're sprinkling in a lot of like WNBA and women's college basketball, but there's still not a lot that are, there's not like a mainstream show just for women's sports. And I feel like it's possible. We're moving the right direction, and I want to be a part of that. So that's my long-term goal. In terms of challenges, a big challenge.
Okay, let me hear.
And no, you know this one.
Okay.
We've experienced it.
Oh,
so
okay.
like a lot of times, you know
Yeah,
where I'm going. But we'll go to events and we'll make connections with a lot of other women in the industry. And it's just like, yeah, like hit me up anytime, email me, call me, we'll set up a meeting. Like, if you're looking for a mentor, like we're here. And then when we reach out, we don't really hear anything. We don't hear anything back, or like there's just a long delay. And that's, I guess, the biggest challenge that we've both seen. I will say there are so many people in Atlanta who are the opposite. So like Autumn Johnson, I reach out to her all the time, go to a lot of her events. Somebody who helped train me for color commentating, Isis Young. Like there are people out there who I can like call on, text, like ask for advice. But in terms of everybody just loosely like throwing out, yeah, reach out, I'm an open book, like I'm here at your disposal whenever, like
I'll get a response from George Clooney before I get a response from a woman in the industry.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy. And it's because they're, like, I would say going, like, cold, like, DMing someone or cold emailing someone, like, the chance is literally below zero at this point. If I've met them in person and communicated with them, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. But then there's also some, I will say, the younger women in the industry who are, like, around our age, always going to respond. It's the ones who have been in the industry for quite a while. I don't know if it's just they're not used to the change, or way it's been explained to me is it could be an intimidation factor or something. I don't really know. But the women, I would say like 35 and below, like they're pretty much going to be there and help you. Anyone above that 40 mark, I don't know if they're just like,
it's hard.
I don't got the time. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's really is a challenge.
We've had trouble with that. But I mean, that just makes us more thankful for the people that do reach back out and help us. And then we always say, like, when we get to that level, like no matter how busy we are, and we understand things happen, that might just be part of it too. But like, we're always going to try to like reach back and help others, because obviously we've been in that position. We're in it right now. So
I done sat here and be like, you know what? Maybe a 9 to 5 is just for me. Like, I could go work at State Farm right now and figure it out. I don't know.
That's not for me. Okay, another topic. We also said we're going to be talking about like faith and our beliefs a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like that has shifted in us a lot since after our little party phase. Of course.
God is so good. Oh man, he is so good.
You've been like the main one in my life that really helps me like with my spiritual journey. But just talk about, I guess, your kind of like devotion to actually nurturing that relationship and what it's done for you in your like career and your personal life, social life.
Yeah. So for me, my relationship with God has been far from perfect. I grew up in the church. I went to a Christian school. My mama was always like, this is right, this is wrong, you know right from wrong, act accordingly, you right. I don't know why I keep doing this stuff. I don't know what it is. Went to college, and you want to live that college experience. Right. You want to go to the parties, you want to be out, you want to, just see college for what it is on the TV.
Right.
I wasn't doing all that though, y'all. Like we had some lines.
We had boundaries.
But it was just, I was a very lukewarm Christian. I'd be like, yeah, I'm a Christian. I got this cross around my chest. I know God. God know me. But I was not going to church. I was not talking about God. I wasn't living a directly godly life. I was out on the weekends drinking. Like, I was doing whatever my friends wanted to do. They was doing whatever I wanted to do. Listen, guys, as athletes, you have to find balance. And sometimes we did not know what balance was. But, God was not a part of my balanced circle. But I remember when I hit the transfer portal, I told my mom I was so close to I honestly wasn't even going to hit the transfer portal. I was done with softball. I had hated it. I was not happy.
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh. We can get into that later.
Oh, wow.
We'll get into that later. But I was done. I was ready to hang up my cleats. And my mom was like, no, you can't do that. And if anyone knows my mom, y'all know this woman do not take no for an answer. This woman loves softball. She's like, we're going to get it one way or the other. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm graduated. I'm good. She's like, no, you're not. You ain't coming home if that's the case. all right.
Bless
We
her
talked
heart.
about it. I prayed about it. We talked about it and prayed about it. And I just realized, like, okay, I have not done 1 ounce of what I told God I would do if he put me on these platforms. Okay. And he has still protected me and shown me that I'm capable of reaching a new level. So I said, you know what? I'm going to hit the portal. My plan was to go home to a mid-major and just leave it at that.
Where's home?
Home is from Florida, y'all.
Yes, we got a Florida gal.
We got a Florida gal. Island thing. But I was going to go back home to a mid-major, and God opened so many doors. Mid-majors hit me up, but the amount of Power 5, now Power 4 schools that had came through that I didn't even know they knew I existed or even had heard my name, that was like, hey, like, woo-doo-doo-woo. And I was in the Big Ten. So y'all know the Big Ten, like, is good for football. Like, other than that, I mean, shout out Nebraska volleyball. They're good. It's certain things. It's growing for sure. But softball was not a big powerhouse for the Big Ten. So got some other Power 5 schools, some SEC schools, some Pac-12, some ACC. Like, it was great. And I was like, okay, God got me. Like, he got me. And I made him a promise. I was like, hey, wherever I go, like, I don't want to go because they have this many wins, they have this many losses. Like, I want to go somewhere because this is truly where you want me to be. Okay. So I said a prayer, and I stood on that, and ended up in Kentucky. I actually, guys, hated Kentucky on my visit. I was not a fan. Like, I made up my mind when I had left Kentucky, like, oh, yeah, it's not it. But one of the biggest things for me was a family. Like, I wanted to feel a part of a family. Yeah. And I really felt that with Kentucky. So got to Kentucky, really started diving into my faith. Like, God on the Kentucky campus was unmatched. FCA.
Dude, I still get group me text messages from FCA, but like I don't want to leave it because sometimes it's still some really good stuff. And you remember Heather?
Yes.
She was one of the directors. Yeah, like I still communicate with her and still see her messages, and I'm just like, I'm glad I went there to have these relationships. Like, and FCA was really strong.
It was so strong. When I transferred
to Georgia and like I didn't really hear anything about FCA, I was like, guys, like, where's the FCA party? Like,
it was
why is it
strong.
not a big deal like it was at Kentucky? But
I was going to church like 3 days a week, like youth group, FCA, church. Like, I didn't miss nothing.
You didn't miss any session at FCA.
No, I loved it. Oh my gosh.
That's probably how I saw you the most, honestly.
Yeah, that's actually, I'm pretty sure the first time I met you was there. I'm pretty sure with Miko.
It might have been.
Off topic.
We used to go eat and then go straight to FCA
together.
Yeah.
Get me to eat. Yep. But so anyways, let me like wrap this up. Really dove into my faith there, graduated, and I just was like, you know what? I want to keep harboring this relationship. I thought that, okay, I could harbor this relationship and still be living this worldly life, you know? And once again, God humbled me and told me, like, no, like, you cannot be half in, half out. Like, so I think right before I decided that I wanted to pursue the sports industry and be dived in and fully, like, invested for the next 6 months, I did the Esther fast in September. And I went, it's a 3-day fast. It's no food, no water. I had never fasted before.
She called me on the phone one day and was like, Nyah, like, I can't do it. Like, I'm about to give in. Like, I'm so hungry. I'm like, just hold tight. You got like 12 more hours. Just hold tight. It'll be so worth it.
Fighting demons. Like, and it, anytime you was hungry, you just had to go pray. You just had to pray. I was literally starving, thirsty, just listening to gospel music in darkness. Like, God, if you could die for my sins, I could figure this out for 4 more hours. But yeah, so I did that, and truthfully, it transformed my life. My perspective on life in general just changed. Like, I started seeing things so much more clearly, and I was always told, like, you know, when you fast, God's going to speak to you. I had never heard God's voice. I had seen him move in my life. I had seen signs. I had seen action that he was there, but I never heard his voice. It wasn't until the second day I was on that fast. Like, I heard clear as day, like, you dumb as dumb could get. Like, you just don't listen. That's not what I was expecting you to say. You just don't listen, do you? And I'm like, I'm ready. I'm listening now. Like, I'm surrendering. Gosh. I am at your feet. What do you want me to do? And I just realized I may not have, like, I'm not supposed to be that person that's standing on the stage, like, preaching you the word or whatever. But I could lead by example. I could lead by action. And I know that those around me, I want to take with me. I want to make sure that we are on the same level. We're feeding each other spiritually, emotionally,
Yeah.
physically. And I'm around Nyah the most. I talk to Nyah the most. And I'm low-key, she may look older than me. She may be taller than me, but I am the older sister here.
Yes.
I am the older sister here, and I just see myself in Nyah so much. I'm like, I done did this.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Like, don't fall into the
Yes.
same routine that I fell into. Like,
It's
be
scary.
better than me.
Like I said, I'm lucky because I have like the buffer, the year to like figure it out. And it's not even just in terms of career, but just figure myself out, figure out like my Christianity, my relationship with Christ. And it's just like, she's like an example of, I'm not there yet, but like I feel like I'm gonna be on the way there. And I'm at the point where, like you're saying, sometimes in, sometimes out, and I like struggle with that. But I will say, like, when I'm around you, that's when I'm the most consistent in, like, I don't know, just really taking a deep dive into my faith and like being consistent with my behavior. And like you said, the more and more you grow a relationship with Christ, when you do things that are wrong, like when you do things that don't really serve you any good purpose, oh my gosh, you feel like so convicted. Like,
the
immediately.
conviction
It's
just
immediately.
gets you. Like, but you know what? I used to think conviction was a bad feeling. Like, I used to be like, oh my gosh,
No,
I feel
it's
so
good, 'cause
guilty.
you recognize.
Yes. Like, to me, like, that's like, oh my gosh, God is in me right now. Like, before I get like bad feeling, like, oh my gosh, I feel bad about myself, like, da-da-da-da. And it's like now I walk past a rapper on the ground and I'm like trying to pretend I don't see it.
Gotta
And then
pick
I'm
that
like,
up. Girl, why would you do that?
I ain't do it, but let me pick it up.
Turn your big behind around and go pick that up.
But yeah, no, it's definitely been a journey. I'm still on my journey. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it.
Nobody is.
And I think that's the biggest thing, is realizing you're never going to be perfect.
Right.
You can only be better than what you were yesterday.
That's real.
Like, being an athlete, 1% better applies to everything in your life.
Yeah.
Like, it never doesn't stop. Something else I would say really applies is, it's the little things. Like, you really have to pay attention to detail. Like, you can't do the big things right if you don't do the little things right. Like, it just, being an athlete, I will say, like, coach used to get on my nerves. Like, the little things they would say,
nagging, the
would
details,
get on my nerves.
repeat. You hear this in your head while you're sleeping. But then you get out and you're like, man, like,
I hate to give y'all the credit.
they were right.
I
That
can't
is so
believe
true.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Talking about your career, back to that. I mean, it's a hustle, it's a grind, especially for yours, for wanting to be an NFL agent. I guess, where are you at now, and like, what does that look like for you day to day while trying to pursue that career?
I would say day to day, it is the most inconsistent thing ever. Like, I don't know my schedule until that Sunday. Like, I'm trying to break into the industry. The one thing that I've learned is there's no cheat code. There's no do this, and it'll work. There's no interview process, and then you just get the job. It's really, truly who you know. Sports agencies, I will say, have probably been taken advantage of because of all that they can give you, the benefit of the company. And a lot of people want that benefit, but they don't want to do the work because it's not a 9 to 5. You could get a call at 3 a.m. and be like, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this. Or I need you to fly out because this happened and da-da-da. And you just got to drop everything and go.
Yeah.
Your phone's not off. And so with that being said, they really have to trust you. It really is a family environment. Like, I have to know that I can depend on you as much as you can depend on me. Like, it works together. So that's something that I've really learned, is how the agency works, like how that trust is instilled within someone. How do you build those relationships, from going to networking events to applying for internships? Like, I'm well out of college. I'm going to still apply for an internship. There's no experience is bad experience, whether it's a waste of time, whether you're just there folding clothes. Like, I don't know what it is, but at the end of the day, like, getting your name out there is the most important thing. So for me, I've just been DMing agents. Hey, follow on Instagram. Hey, like, I'm trying to break into the industry. Like, can you give me advice? Can we set up a phone call? I'm going to a networking event. Oh, you work for the Falcons? Do you know the DOP, Director of Operations? Do you know the SID? Like, do you know anyone that could just give me a different insight on what this looks like?
Right.
Is there any relationship that I can build that I don't have right now? So definitely just doing that. I will say, like, from not knowing a single soul in August
Yeah.
to where I am today.
You know a lot of people. You've made a lot of connections.
It is insane how many connections I've made.
Yeah.
And they're so quick to be like, hey, like, we don't have a job opening, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know this person who could really give you knowledge. Or I know someone who was in your shoes not too long ago, like, would love to connect y'all. I'm like, yes, let's do it. I will. You're in town. Let's go to lunch.
I feel like every interaction you have is like a deposit, like an investment, and then like, it'll come back, and it might not be something immediately, but like you hear back eventually, and they remember you, and like you just have to remember, go in there, be a memorable person, don't be afraid to do the things that other people aren't doing, and then they'll remember you.
And be genuine, like that is the biggest thing. There are so many people in this industry who are not genuine. They just want to step up and take the next step and just keep using people, but like, I believe in karma. I believe you reap what you sow. And at the end of the day, if you don't remember me by my name, if you don't remember what I want to do, the one thing you can say is like, hey, she was genuine and she was hardworking. And that is my biggest goal, walk away from something.
That's real.
Yeah. What would you say yours would be?
I mean, right now, like I said, still in school. So I'm getting my master's at Georgia, like I said. In the meantime, this goes back to like always being a good person, always being hardworking. My head coach at Georgia, she knows what I want to do in terms of sports media. So she like made sure that talking to the SID, like Nyah wants to call games. Like she should be here and call games next season. So that's what I'm doing. I actually did my first game on Monday and I did well for my first time. Like it was very exciting, but yeah, just taking any opportunity I can. I just got a call today actually, which is insane. I didn't even tell you.
You didn't?
I have to call a volleyball game on Saturday at Presbyterian College. I'm very excited, but it's just like, I'm taking any type of experience I can get, especially while in college. And I'm lucky that a lot of the things that I'm being experienced with or like thrown opportunities in my face are on camera, but I'm also not afraid to take the things that are behind camera. So like shadowing, or I'm helping out with like ESPN radio, and it's not like on air obviously, but I'm helping out with marketing. It's just like so many different avenues of just being in the sports media realm and just taking literally any opportunity. Like you said, no opportunity is a bad opportunity.
It's like, you got to do the things that aren't sexy.
No, literally.
Like, you literally got to get down and dirty and, like, just don't care. But it pays off. The connections that I have made and the people that I have made connection with, like, I genuinely am like, wow, this is a friend to me. Like, this is someone that I could call on, be like, hey, I don't want to do what you're doing, but I know you've had to experience this emotion. Or, hey, I'm just having a bad day. I would say I have one friend who honestly has been pretty like consistent for me.
Who?
Jade Soto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, she's great. Jade Soto was my first connection that I made, and she literally didn't know me from a can of paint and was literally like, hey, come interview with us right now. She like, I didn't get the job, but you know.
Your name is out there.
It's
you didn't
out
get the
there.
job, so what? You didn't get the job right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so true. But yeah, no, she's been great. She's honestly been like a rock for me. Like anything that I go through, she's gone through. Like I don't feel invalidated. I don't feel less than. Like honestly, it's been great. And just like we'll do weekly calls, checks in, like, hey, what is it looking like for you right now? How's your mental? How is this? Like, are you defeated? Like, she has a job, like, so she's doing what she wants to do. Right. She wants to keep leveling up. So our journey is a little different at the moment, but like from the aspect of wanting each other to be where they want to be, and like that, I don't know what's the word I'm trying to look for, that like grit almost is very similar. And she's been great. Like there's nothing, I never feel stupid or slow or anything like not like talking to her.
No, that's good.
Okay, so we've obviously been talking about some serious stuff, really getting to everything about our journey. We're going to break it up real quick and do a quick little game called This or That. All right, Nyah, you ready?
Yes,
right.
I think. I'm very indecisive, so.
It's okay. It'll be quick.
It might be an or.
Early morning,
both
late night.
of them. Oh, late night. Both of them.
I'm sorry.
Late night.
Late night.
I'm not an early bird at all, and that's bad for my career because like when you start out, sometimes you go on like 6 a.m. shows, 7 a.m. But
just stay up.
Night owl, I'd be on TikTok scrolling until about 2 a.m. You be sleep. Like if I sleep over at Jaden's crib, she will literally like, she has so much self-control to scroll through TikTok for like 10 minutes and then, all right, I'm going to sleep. Turns her phone off, rolls over. I'm still over there for like an hour and a half while she sleep scrolling. No, I'm like, I feel bad because my volume is on.
I'm a deep sleeper.
My volume is on like halfway up and I'm like, dang, she's trying to sleep, but I gotta watch my TikToks to make me sleepy.
I'm gone. Like, as soon as I turn that phone off, 3 seconds
you
after.
play no games. Very disciplined. I'll get there.
You will.
Yes.
I believe in you. I don't know if it's discipline or just lazy. Like, the idea of having to stay up longer than needed is just not sit right with me.
I'm rolling.
Texting or FaceTime?
I used to be text. Now I'm FaceTime. You have me on FaceTime because you're a caller.
I am a caller.
You're a caller, FaceTimer. So now it's made me be that way because we talk so much. So I'm gonna go FaceTime.
I cannot text. I'm so sorry. You will not get a response from me.
Yeah.
Stay in or go out?
Why would you ask me this? Like, you know.
Y'all, I had to.
I'm gonna say both of them.
All right, we're gonna let you slide. We ain't gonna get into that.
Don't ask me that again. Don't let it happen again.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Really?
Dang, I feel bad. I hope it's no like die
The
hard
Beehive
Beyonce.
gonna
I know
come
they
after
be attacking.
you.
But
My Aunt
I'ma
Trina
say
finna be
Rihanna.
watching this. She gonna come for you.
I'm sorry, Auntie Trina. I just can't get with the whole Beyonce train. Love her, but I'm a Rihanna fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, you just, what do you mean the whole train? Like, you don't like her music, period?
I'm just not like OD, like, oh my God, it's Beyonce. And then people paid all that money for the Renaissance tour. Like, I'm cool off that.
For the what's tour?
Renaissance?
Renaissance.
That's
how you say it?
Is that not how you say it?
That's that South Kakalaki coming out.
That's how I pronounce it.
Okay, Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
TikTok. That's the one app I will never delete. I don't care what y'all do. I will get rid of every other
TikTok
social media.
away.
TikTok, that is mine.
If I got to march to the White House myself.
What? I'm gonna just move out the country at this point. At that point, I mean. Reality or documentaries?
Documentaries. Honestly. And when I say documentaries, not like the history ones, like the sports ones. Like, there's a really good SEC one.
You talking about The Last Dance?
No.
No, I mean, those are two different things. I'm saying, like, you're saying, like The Last Dance. Sorry.
You acting like Janice. I was about to say.
Why Janice catching a stray? Janice gonna be like, what did I do?
We gotta text her. We got a feature on the first episode.
She got a couple. I done shouted her a couple times. Y'all, if y'all live in the Dallas area, she's an esthetician. We'll drop her app page below. Okay, this one is a little bit more serious.
Okay.
Follow your head or your heart?
What do you think I do?
Oh, that's not how this
Girl,
goes.
I follow that heart. Sometimes.
Yeah, you do. You do not use your head at all. Oh my, you don't.
At all is crazy.
Y'all, I be wanting to knock this girl upside her head. Like, knock some sense into someone. Like, that is the literal definition.
What do they say? Like, you never stop learning in life.
Shut up.
And so that's how I take it. Yes, I lead with my heart, but I'm learning how to start using my head in better ways and more often.
Okay, Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna do you now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, summer vacation or winter holiday?
Winter holiday.
Really? You're a Florida girl.
I'm a Florida girl, but I've never been on a ski trip, and I would really like to go. So I'm gonna say winter holiday.
Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
You're a big breakfast person?
Nyah, when you're over at my house, what do I make?
We literally rush wherever we're having to go, and we don't eat breakfast.
What? I literally make overnight oats,
Okay.
egg scrambles, breakfast tacos, breakfast
Okay.
burrito. What?
I haven't had breakfast at your crib in a while.
Well, that's because.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was about to say, I make breakfast all the time. Fresh fruits.
Okay, if you could pick a superpower, would you pick
Read
being
your
able
brain.
to read people's minds
Yeah.
or teleportation?
Oh.
Yeah, me to read things.
Yeah. I don't know, cause I get impulsive and I just like to go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I ain't have to buy a plane ticket, I don't know, but something about knowing what somebody thinking and not having to sit here, I think I'ma still go read people's minds.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
'Cause
But could I turn it off? I can't turn it off?
No. Forever.
But y'all know I'm a know-it-all. Like, your greatest strength is your greatest weakness. Like, it would be the fact that I am a know-it-all. Or, like, know that I need to know everything. I got to learn to stop asking questions.
Poor and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's an
I
easy
don't
one.
want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. It seems very sad.
It seems very emotionally taxing. I don't have the energy
Right.
for that.
Like, why is y'all over here yelling at Lotta because she she wearing the same underwear? Like,
you're very unpredictable, bro. Like, oh gosh. Wow.
y'all seeing her on the shade room, like.
Having to explain that is crazy. You saying that is even crazier.
When she did that, I said, dang, she ain't got
Let
no
the
privacy.
girl live.
Let
the
her
girl
live. Like, y'all know y'all over there still wearing the same Hanes underwear from high school.
Okay. A cold shower or a cold dinner?
Shower. I cold shower anyways.
I'm scared.
That's
of
weird.
You. I mean,
yes, I'm shower.
people do that.
Yes, I shower 3 times a day, and at least one of them is a cold
I
shower.
need that junk boiling hot.
All right, well, that's all we got for y'all today. We thank y'all so much for bearing with us. We're going to start trying to drop episodes bi-weekly.
That's twice a month if you didn't know what that means, because
right.
people be confused.
Don't hold us to that either, though, because this took forever. But we are going to be better. Promise y'all that. And then we're going to have a special surprise for y'all next episode. I'm going to let Nyah
We'll be having
take
a
it.
special guest. We're not going to release it soon. You got to go to our page at whatnow.thepodcast. We'll be posting some pictures and videos with our special guest. And yeah, again, no topic is off limits. So if you guys are down for the ride, stay tuned and watch the next episode.
Yeah, and if there's anything that we didn't touch on or something y'all want to see better, we're always trying to get better. So let us know.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining in.